What are good goals to set for work? Are you looking to grow as a professional? If so, this video will outline the kinds of goals that will help you achieve your professional goals. The first thing I'll do is share why goal setting is imperative to career growth. Then we'll uncover 6 types of goals for you to choose from. Ready to get started? Let's go. So I want to start off by asking you a question. Why should you set goals at work? We can ask ourselves the same question in any environment. Why do we set goals? We set goals because setting goals allows us to stretch. So right now, if I were to say, hey, I want you to stretch your arms as far apart as they go, you can easily do that, right? Now, if I were to say, I want you to stretch your arms 20% further, you would probably bend your arms back more. So the question is, why didn't you do that the first time? That goal setting helped you go a little bit further. So the reason we want to set goals is because they're more specific than just aiming in a general direction, and they're more likely to get us where we want to go. You can't get where you want to go if you don't know where you want to go. This is in life, and certainly in this case, in business. One of the first types of career goals you want to set for yourself is professional development goals. Oftentimes what we see, especially in corporate America, is that people wait for training to be demanded of them on the job. Oh, we have to take this training, we have to take that training. But if you really want to make yourself future-proof and accomplish professional goals, you typically want to take trainings that are not required of you, but are offered. So for instance, there might be courses or different opportunities within your job site itself. There might be some type of tuition reimbursement for classes or courses or even degrees that you want to get from your organization. But here's the kicker. Even if your organization is not paying for your professional development or offering it, you are still accountable for you and your career. And so there's many different websites like Coursera where you can go on there and you can learn about exciting new topics that impact you on the job. Many of them are offered by some of the top universities in the country. I'm saying all this to say that we are responsible for our own careers, and so it is up to us to set professional development goals. Because when it comes to companies downsizing or even just choosing who they want to promote into different positions, they're going to promote those self-starters, those people who go a little bit further than the people who don't. And we always want to ensure that we're staying up to date with some of the newest happenings in our industry. The next goals you want to set for yourself professionally are performance metrics. When it comes to your annual review, all companies do not operate the same, but if they give you some type of number or star system, we definitely want to improve year over year. But if you're in sales, you might want to improve in terms of your actual sales goals or the percentage of your goal that you achieve if your goals look different every month or every quarter. You may want to look at ways at reducing cost if you work in certain departments as well. Whatever types of KPIs you're measured against in your place of work, you usually want to improve upon those over time. So find ways to set your own goals. Don't wait for your management to set goals for you. Make sure that you're being aggressive and setting goals that are what I call realistic stretches. In other words, it's something that you can see yourself accomplishing, but it won't be easy. You're going to have to stretch yourself just a little. Now, I'm not saying you stress yourself out and set goals that are nearly unachievable, but a little bit of a stretch. You want to have to work a little bit hard and challenge yourself. Earlier, I mentioned professional development goals. I want to pause for just a moment and ask you, what are some of your favorite websites or ways to get up-to-date information on your industry so that you're staying current? Go ahead and share that in the comments. There might be someone else that's watching this video that can benefit from your information. So take a moment, pause, and feel free to share your own tip. Currently, we live in a time where many larger businesses have departments that are operating in silos. So you may want to consider leadership and collaboration goals as well. This is a way for you to familiarize yourself with other departments. So sometimes there's opportunities within organizations to join mentorship programs where you're being mentored or you're mentoring, or to just have cross-department conversations where you can figure out ways to work better together. You want to use internal networking to build your network. From a professional goal standpoint, ensuring that you have a rich network in terms of leadership and other departments makes you more irreplaceable because you have relationships and not just knowledge. We're living in a time now due to AI and other types of technology where those hard skills of analyzing things and processing data, that can be handed off to computers. Relationships cannot. I have not found a piece of AI yet that can build a relationship with someone the same way a human can. You may want to consider setting efficiency and productivity goals for yourself. And you might be surprised where I'm going with this. Yes, increasing efficiency and productivity can help your company, but on the other side, it can help you as well. So for instance, if you're working in a hybrid environment where on the job site you're required to work 8 hours a day, you might set a goal for yourself similar to like when you're a kid and you set a goal where you couldn't step on any cracks because you break your mom's back, or you try to see if you could skip up 3 stairs instead of 2 and then 4 stairs. That increase, making yourself more productive depending on the culture of your company could actually free up time for you. Now, some companies require you to work those solid amount of hours per day, but others manage their employees based on them achieving their goals or KPIs. And so increasing productivity on the job might actually increase the amount of downtime you have for enjoying and refreshing yourself. The last goal you probably want to set for yourself is one around feedback and adaptation. In other words, do people see you as someone who's able to adapt to change very easily? Do they see you as a leader, someone who takes on the extra responsibility of learning about new things and helping the company implement? And it's not even just about helping the company, but sometimes our peers can be afraid of change. But if we're willing to stand in the gap and learn ahead of them, we're their teammate, we're saying it's going to be okay, and we're helping to bring them along, now we're acting as a bridge in a way that positively impacts other people, not just the company, but also our peers. We're helping them to stay relevant as well. When it comes to those feedback improvements, maybe your management says, you know what, we feel that you should be doing more of this thing, or we feel that you should be doing more of that thing. Making sure that you're accomplishing those goals and notating it not just at the next performance review, but as you're taking these suggestions seriously and you start implementing some of the changes your management asks for, make sure that you're keeping them in the loop. Send them an email. I just signed up for a course today. Thank you so much for that feedback. I just had a meeting with this department per your suggestion. Thank you so much for the feedback. I'll follow up on what happens from this meeting. So keep them in the loop, and that can be part of that professional goal as well. So I've shared with you some ways that you can set professional goals, but I actually have another tool, or actually a group of tools for you that can help you take this a step further. What you're going to notice is in the description of this video, there's a link to download a Future Ready Playbook. This is a playbook that I created just for you that is chock full of activities and worksheets that will help you not just set goals, but strategically plan for the future. It is a roadmap to your professional, personal, or business future. If you haven't already downloaded it, do it right now.